Last night marked the third consecutive nail-biter without Ty Lawson. Sports reporter Sarah Moore takes a look at Carolina's strategy during this stretch.
The first opponent UNC faced without point guard Ty Lawson was arch-rival Duke. Despite enthusiasm from the fans and extra fight from the players, the Heels couldn't pull out a win. Toward the end, Carolina started closing the gap, but it wasn't enough. Fast forward to Sunday, and the Heels are still missing Lawson.
We're struggling a little bit with injuries, as you know, for sure. Bobby, Ty, Marcus sprained his ankle in the first half. They taped it and put a brace on it, and he was just really laboring out there.
Without Lawson and Fraser, everyone else was forced to step up. But that didn't seem so easy. The Heels trailed the Clemson Tigers until only 19 seconds remained in regulation. Wayne Ellington knocked down 28 points and played for 47 minutes. Tyler Hansbrough, who also played for 47 minutes, had 39 points on the night. Without Psycho T, the Heels would have been in big trouble.
Tyler Hansbrough, how about sprinting down the court, knocking the ball loose and diving on the ball? I don't know how much longer I'm going to coach him. I'd like to coach that big sucker about 13 more years.
But it wasn't only the top scorers who won the game for Carolina. Quentin Thomas might have scored only 6 points, but they all came at the right time. It was these free throws that kept the Heels in the game during the first overtime.
Q did just a really, really good job for us.
In the second overtime, the Heels secured a safe lead and an NCAA record. This was the 53rd consecutive time UNC beat Clemson in Chapel Hill. In Tuesday's game against Virginia, Ty Lawson was still unavailable and the Heels were still struggling. Carolina finished the first half strong with an 8-0 run, but the second half wasn't as pretty. With 21 seconds to play, Hansbrough came through with this sweet move to put the Heels up 75-71. But Sean Singletary answered with this three for the Cavaliers with 8.2 seconds left to get Virginia close again. The Heels pulled out the win 75-74. With Ty Lawson, these games probably would have been a little less stressful. In Chapel Hill, I'm Sarah Moore, Carolina Week Sports.
Coach Williams hasn't said whether Lawson will play against Virginia Tech in Chapel Hill on Saturday. The men's basketball team might have pulled out a win against Virginia, but can the women's team do the same? The women will travel to Charlottesville Friday to take on the Wahoos, and heading into the game, the Heels are on a 5-game winning streak after beating opponents like Maryland and Duke. Carolina will look to LaToya Pringle for senior leadership and a lot of points in Friday's game. Zatara DeGraff and Reed will also be key in UNC strategy. The ACC named this Freshman Rookie of the Week and Player of the Week. The Heels need DeGraff and Reed to keep up the momentum against Virginia. And UNC baseball is gearing up for the season opener, but this year it won't be the same in the familiar Boshamer Stadium. The Tar Heels are getting used to a new field because Boshamer is under construction. UNC heads to the USA Baseball Complex in Cary. The Heels are preseason ranked number 2 and returning several key players, including Freshman of the Year Dustin Ackley. After finishing second in the College World Series last year, they look forward to a fresh start in the season opener against Florida Atlantic. The Heels' first home game of the year is February 26th against Old Dominion. And Adam, I'll tell you what, 2 second-place finishes in a row, 2 consecutive years for the Tar Heels. Maybe the third you'll be the charm for the championship.
Yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm really excited about baseball season. I love baseball season, but I'm really upset that we're not going to be in the Bosch this year. I just don't know if it's going to be the same. Yeah, unfortunately, it'll be in Cary, but if people are willing to make the trip out there, it should still be a very good season. Yeah, I'm willing to make the trip, so we'll have to see.
Thank you, Walter. Okay, guys, do you have your flowers and chocolate yet?
If you're like me, you've got some work to do. Coming up, we'll give you a tip about where you can get something sweet for your sweetheart.